Welcome back. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna still be giving you a lot. I'm still gonna be talking a lot. So, on this episode today, the Venrap story, the Venrap story. I'm gonna take you back to one of the artists. He's no longer here. Rest in peace to one of the guys that really did an impact. Unfortunately, by the time when he was becoming that big, yeah, as they always say. I'm talking about Innocent Mashudu Madawa. Come on, yeah. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna say this, but yeah, man, Innocent Mashudu Madawa Chioroli, yeah, popular known as Divo Devenja. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the name right, man. Yeah, Innocent Mashudu Madawa Chioroli, popular known as Divo Devenja. Yeah, maybe what did I need you? The Mwimbi Anewo Ori o Begwang, 1982, September 27th. Apedza kurisiya nepulanga dzi 14 dza April 2011. Yeah, nga 2011. Like achiko dialuwa Divo alwera peto nga Happy Boy. Achiko he was being raised by his grandmother from that village, Happy Boy. And to be honest, man, his love for the music really grew when he moved back home, Makwarera. Achitecheresa muzika, like the classic songs, zizabori, zechikudzwa nga miawe. Ndi mutue, like miawe ndi mutue abori. She play a lot of your Marvin Gaye, Peter Double, like she had your top Peter Tosh, she had your Bob Marley, and the Wailers. Like she used to play those classic songs, man, those hit songs. So that's when the love for music really grew, like ngobona, because the music was played at home, like by his mother, and then as it grows, then also the love of hip hop, you know, it was right there, and he would be playing your Tupac, your DMX, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and this was like, yeah, back in the 90s. And his mission was to be like the first vendor rap and have his own recording label, man. You know the dream, like Divo had a dream to own one of the biggest record label, yeah, Venda. And then some people will ask Uri, did it just that thing like happened? So when all this was happening, playing your Tupac, your DMX, and the rest, like it's hip hop. So Divo and his friend Robbie used to hang out Muramboni, like at this river called Chiboboni, Unawuri, Chiburani. I don't know if you guys know Chiburani. So they used to hang out there. And then at the time, like they would be rapping. So they didn't really, like most of the artists back then, they didn't really have money to go to the studios and record. So somewhere around 1999, people had radios and the microphones. I don't have the microphone here. So they will actually do their recordings, man, using just the tape, using the cassette and the tape recorder, like the radio station, like the radio, yeah, and they will record. So what happened is that in around 99, they recorded a track called Madembe, which it was not an official, like the official recorded like in the studio, man, you see, but I'm trying to show you, like we said on the previous episode, Duri, people were doing something even though you didn't know about them or you didn't know anything about it. You understand? And then most people don't even know that Divo worked with FWO, which is official framework. And fortunately, their hard drive crashed and then his music was never recovered. Beside his official 3 singles that were released in December 2006. And when those singles were released, he managed to perform at places like Mercado Showground, which was on the 24th of December 2006. He also performed at Gumba Fire in 2007. Uh, like those 3 singles did push him, like when he dropped them. I'm gonna give you the list of the tracks that by the time he passed away he had already recorded, and I think some of them, yeah, I did manage to release them back then for people to stream them. So in December, like he performed in December 2007 Kagumba Fire. And one thing people need to understand is that how he write his music, like he used to write lyrics almost every day on his spare time. He will work on his music every day. So I'm still trying to hoping that some of his friends, maybe if they watch this, they will be able to talk to me and give me more information based on Divo Kobana, because I do have the info. I know the info, but it's not enough. Come on, it's not enough. Um, and at the time that when he was working on his music, he collaborated with his friend Molo, Daddy D, Piriga. Um, yeah, and then the last song that was his single, or his hit single, was the track Rikowina, which is one of the track Molo and Rikowina. So it's one of the dope track. It's the last song that, yeah, it was his last singing. And then in 2010, yeah, he was also invited to Kalawa Jasmine by Spikiri to be part of the track called Bundich Kondoni. I've been trying to get this track, man. I've been trying to get this track. But the track he ended up turning down the track. Turning down the track because the offer was like it was more of the quieter version. So he didn't become part of the track because it was a quieter, and he remains hip hop rap. He didn't want to change his sound and start dancing on the quieter music and stuff. So there's still more I'm trying to get about Divo. So from now you know that he started doing his music like way in 99, but it doesn't matter if he didn't really blow up at the time. Because the sad part about me is that some people um, only knew about him when he already gone. Come on. And they never really experienced his music. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah. You can. There is even a tribute to Divo, which was done by some of our vendor rappers. But the sad part is his music was like different, man. It was that hardcore rap. Uh, he was not scared to speak up. Come on, he was not scared at all. He was somebody that was self-driving. You can tell even in the music that this guy means business. He was not playing. So unfortunately, yeah, man. 14th of April 2011, we lost Divo Devenja, and I continue to say we didn't expect him to leave us so soon, but yeah, man, it happened. You get what I'm saying? From me, guys, what I'm gonna tell you, Ndiore, let's keep pushing. So as I promised that I'm gonna tell you how many the tracks that he released. Like I spoke about the first track, which was called Madembe, done got the tape recorder back then, 2019, around 99. Then is the track The Champ, Darera, That's My Lady, which is one of my favorite track. Like damn, Gangsta Party, which featured Molo and Priga, House 22 Fantasy with Molo, Rogena with Molo and Daddy D, Rokowina with Molo, and then the last track was Chabiko. So I wish, man, there was a way some of the tracks were being able to be recovered from Framework or FWO hard drives, because he was working with them. But when I speak about FWO, you'll get to know what I'm talking about. How does Divo links up? Come on, because around those time, that's when he linked up with the guys, and yeah, man, the rest is history. Um, Rest in peace to Divo. I'm happy to see his legacy continues. New generation still keeps on listening to his music. So yeah, man, that was our episode 3. We're looking at the artist Divo. He is one of the Venrap. You can still search his music, you'll find it. Even if you go to Venrap radio station.co.za, you can be able to listen to his music. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and suggest who would you like also I should take a look at, and who should I give you the information. What should I talk about? The story. The Venrap story. Venrap story. Nda, amara.